Hello again, YouTube. This is The Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping All Subjects channel. Shout out to all my subscribers. If you haven't done so, please subscribe. But we getting back to these topics here because we got a ways to go back to the area that I work from. So we talking about sex on this one. S-E-X. It might be another yellow dollar sign, but hey, I'm gonna keep it clean on this one. So, in case you women don't understand this, when the guy reaches past the age of 35 or the age of when he's gonna stop making kids, like if he has a family or even if he doesn't, then S-E-X is for pleasure. It's for pleasure. So we talk a lot about how women have the God-ordained assignment of being helpmeet. So if you begin to withhold this from your older individual and even your young individual, you're supposed to be making things a little easier for the younger guys too, making things a little more pleasurable for the younger guys. So, but if you choose not to do that, then what you're choosing to do is not be a wife, not be a concubine, or whatever else. If you're in a relationship with that particular guy, you say, well, I'm not having no more kids. Okay. Well, then you need to find a different way to stop all that then. Because once, and this goes for all you married women too, once you decide that you're no longer going to do that with a husband, then what you're really deciding is not to be married. Because the marriage really ends when the man says. It's not when the papers say, it's when he say. Y'all want to get technical? Y'all want to really get down into this concubine and polygyny and this stuff? See, y'all listening to these pastors and these governments. But a man don't have to listen to either one and shouldn't listen to either one over God. Now, of course, they could send a whole bunch of dudes that'll jump you and throw you in jail. So you might want to cooperate somewhat, but you really, once a woman decides that she no longer wants to give you pleasure, and like I told y'all before, should no woman be arguing with you more than she's opening her legs. If y'all had 2 arguments that week, y'all should, and I ain't talking about no makeup sex, because y'all really need to be getting along when y'all do that. I don't encourage makeup sex. I don't, because eventually she's gonna shut you out and starve you out altogether. So don't do nothing with her when y'all not talking, when y'all upset with each other. Learn how to control yourself. Go jag, whatever you got to do. So anyway, once you get older, it's all for pleasure. And pleasure is helpful to a man. A man needs pleasure, like the work day, just coming out here, just driving, thugs everywhere, looking for quick fix robbery. It's just a lot of stress in the everyday life. So a man needs a little pleasure in his life. And if you, especially, I'm going to show y'all something. You married, he don't get along with none of his co-workers, but yet you trying to fight him too. You are making yourself a leech, a parasite, a green fly. You wanted a green fly. Y'all know the green fly, the little nasty ones that only come around when something stank. That's what a woman is doing when she chooses to join the fight with his enemies. Because if you fighting against them, and he's fighting at work, or he's fighting this or fighting that, or he's not getting along with his siblings or whatever, you have joined the fight against him. So, and then you want to sleep in another room. You don't want to do nothing. I mean, you listen. And I'm gonna say this gonna come off kind of harsh. If you're somebody's wife and you talking about all of your elements, right? Okay, then you should be working on however you can to make them better. If you're not, then you really don't see him as that much important to you. A guy gotta go to work sometime when he's sick, his knees hurt. I was working with a broke finger and a fractured leg, which basically meant it was broke. And I still was slamming people and getting in situations at work and when I was doing correction. You could ask anybody, this ain't no cap. I don't cap. I was at work with a sling on my finger, and my leg was fractured. And boy, it was hurting bad too. And not only did I work that job, but I had a second job. I was working as a supervisor / janitor at one of the major cleaning companies in this area with a fractured leg. I ain't even tell them about it. I just dealt with it. And then the clinic went in one big square. And on some days I had to do the whole thing. I just dealt with it. But you could be in situations like that and a woman still won't be trying to help you. This is why I tell you, man. Sex is for pleasure. Massages is for pleasure. I didn't get a single massage that whole time while my finger was broke and my leg was broke. You see how that worked? You see? Because this is what people do. A particular YouTuber, he probably watched a couple of my videos and tried to talk sideways. Hey, listen, you will get cooked. Because you don't know all the details. Hey, listen. Don't put no dog-ish in the pot. Because if you put it in the pot, you're going to have to eat it. But this is what guys do. You know, and I expect how I be taking shots at people, I know people going to take shots at me. I already know they are. I'm fully ready for you. They will get blocked. So, when a woman chooses not to do this, if you say, all right, you want to do that? All right, we can both play this game. That's how I'm going to do the bills. Oh, no, listen, women are put here to help you, not to lead you, not to have a double standard where they require this, but they ain't doing nothing. This is why guys ain't getting married no more. And some of y'all women, these women that had their opportunity is messing it up for you. This is why Isaiah 4:1 coming to pass. Hey, you might as well accept being somebody's concubine. Guys don't trust that monogamy stuff. I definitely don't. I don't. You all have to do a lot and prove a lot to make you the only one. Okay, I'll give you a shot. Man, they'll be like, it ain't worth it. It is worth it. Guys like me ain't too easy to find. But there's some out there. I believe some of my viewers is like that. But people don't trust y'all. Y'all women, y'all broke, y'all burned the bridge. People don't trust y'all like that. And if you get with a woman that's been divorced, you better know how to vet, because you're going to be number 2. If you don't. You better know if you should even go there, or you better know how to get what you need to know out of her. Y'all gotta poke at these women. Pause. I ain't talking about that. But to find out what they hiding. Just trust me, you don't want to find out after you done committed your time and your money to her. But sex, listen, y'all women, y'all better find something else. If you start losing pleasure, you better make it known. But they don't want to make it known, especially, this is why I tell you, stop telling these women how much money you got, especially if you got a lot. Because that, like I told my sons, we was at the state fair last night, and I was walking close to some dude, he just telling the chick all his business. She didn't even look like she was all that interested in him. You could tell the buyer. I'm like, why is he telling this chick all his business? Her whole face was changing. Then he got business and this not. Dude, you got to do all that, man. Then here's what you do. Do that with somebody up front. Hey, listen, I'm a businessman. You got to be careful with that. Because they'll get their cousin them on you then. That's why I believe in carrying multiple guns. Like, I want to be spinning around like John Wick on these ninjas. You try to get me, man, the abyss is always looking for somebody new. And you could be the newest intake in the abyss. Oh, you're a preacher. You shouldn't be thinking like that. They shouldn't be thinking like that on me. See, y'all think God is soft. I already showed y'all. The Most High is the biggest gangster of all time, times a million. These dudes ain't got nothing on him. He do what he wanna do. And if he wants you to, all y'all dudes talking all this slick stuff like he don't exist. Do y'all know about the Sentry, the comic book character? Okay, check this out. So if you read about Sentry, right? The Most High reminds me of the one who is above all, that character, but it's a little bit of Sentry there too. Because Sentry, what they tried to do to Sentry is they tried to ignore Sentry. And when they ignored him enough time, he went into this thing called Void, which he could destroy everything and everybody. But people be trying to act like they can somehow beat the Most High. You weird. Some of y'all can't even beat me. And you think you gonna beat somebody with unlimited power? They can say the first letter of your name and think about you melting and you'll melt? Y'all weird, man, I'm telling you. Y'all listening to a bunch of haters. The devil and company. Hating. They want you to lose like they gonna lose. Man, let's get off subject for a second. I already showed y'all the prophecy that they're gonna come up with a technology that you're gonna see people that you know died walking around. I'm giving you prophecy. And so people gonna trust it. And the Most High gonna let it play out because he ultimately wants to be able to punish the devil. We ain't gonna get too far into it though. Because some things the Most High will show you, but he don't want you to break everything down, you know what I mean? So it's like if y'all really understood, y'all would be sweating people trying to learn. So what can I learn? What you gonna teach me today? Instead, these people are brainwashed. The Bible says the devil blinds the minds of them who don't believe, who believe not. So you try to do what in the comic they tried to do to Sentry. And Century can go into void and then you ain't gonna be no more. So they was trying to ignore Century and act like he never existed. Read the comic, man. Read it. You're not gonna lose nothing by sticking to the scripture. You ain't gonna lose nothing by being a woman who reads about what her role is and you follow it. Because like I told y'all, when you go opposite that, guess where you at? You over there with the devil, Jezebel, Lilith, Eve, where Eve was until she came to her senses. Some people think Eve didn't repent. That's deep. Like, you got to read it for yourself. But sex is for pleasure. So when you take that away, you have decided that you're not going to be a helper and you're not going to pleasure your man. Do y'all guys understand when they do that, that's what they doing? So now it's not about the kids. It's done got way above that. It's way above that. Because I guarantee you, if a woman is honest, we can make them all take polygraph and ask them, do you have sex with your husband? No. Then you ask them, do you expect him to be faithful and not have any other women? If they try to say no, I guarantee you with most of them it's going to be a lie. That thing going to be just like that. Because they expect you to be faithful. And if they in the church, they expect you not to watch porn, not to jag, not to do nothing. That's why I don't think if you get with a woman that's in the church, you better get with a woman that understands that the marriage bed is undefiled and she can remain a freak. Not, why, that's just nasty to me. Why you want me to put my mouth on you? All that. What? So now, let me get this straight. Now you don't want to do that, and then you catch her doing it to the pastor in the office. Divorce. And I would tell her, if you try to get any money, I'm going to make it hard for you. I'll sit in jail before I give you all my money, before I go to work to give it to you. This is why dudes ain't getting married. This is why dudes ain't getting marriage licenses, man. Don't let these women make you too sympathetic. Then you trust them and they turn out to be something else, and now here you go. You done got 3 kids. I think we should have another baby. Plop, baby crying, baby in the world. No, I'm not happy. I just don't think you're good. You be like, punching doors, throwing stuff, calling her out her name under your breath. Having girlfriends was not, let me tell you something. And I can't say that some of them girlfriends, any one of them could have turned into Lilith on you, turned into Jezebel on you. But having girlfriends was way easier than marriage. Dealing with women, they used to be, you would be like, man, I'm finna go to sleep. I'm finna get my snacks. I used to be like, I'm finna get my snacks. I'm finna watch 121 Jump Street. Ring. When you gonna come F me? Oh, really? Tomorrow? With marriage. All right, hurry up. Or if you don't get that, I ain't finna do nothing tonight. We just did something 2 weeks ago. But before you got married, it was, when you gonna come F me? You be like, tomorrow? Or you might already have one for tomorrow. You be like, You be lying. Well, I gotta work tomorrow night, but I could come over there, such and such. All right, I'm gonna have it ready for you too. You be like, your pager be blowing up. We ain't even had cell phones like that in the night. You call back. Are you on your way? Yeah, I'm on my way. You get there, under the covers, already ready. She wasn't lying. But your wife, you gotta break your jaws like you are doing all this. Hey, this ain't for kids. You like a dog, you like a pit bull in there on that spot. Do how you gotta do all that. With them girlfriends, as soon as you put your face by it. This ain't for kids, man. Hey, if you get a yellow $, I promise you I'll make some videos that, don't. But hey, listen, this is the way of life. If you want to do an ad on it, do an ad on it. You act like I'm lying or something. You be like a pit bull, like you be in there like this. And it still take practically 40 minutes with them ones that like you and them ones that they got lust for you. You could just put your cheek right there and she's shaking like she having a seizure. Y'all know I ain't lying, man. I could say a whole lot more. I'm going to close it before I do. I would put this on Rumble, but Rumble just not. I don't know what they doing. It seems like they shadow banning me too. So I don't really put nothing on there like that. But anyway, I'm going to get off of here before I say something crazy and go into some stories too far. We'll be back with the other Isaiah 4 and 1. Stay tuned.